When I made a video talking about Power Rangers moving to YouTube, one of the things I mentioned in that video was that they would be making money. Now, the thing is, I'm wondering why they haven't used that money to make something or maybe put back into the show. Obviously, we're not going to see the kind of like the details, are we? But generally, you would kind of think, hey, that money is quite a bit. Why doesn't it go back into the show? So I went to look at Social Blade, and this is where you can check out the stats. Now, it's quite interesting because going a little bit off script, when I wrote this, they had around about £326 per month, up to 5.2k in pounds. Now, looking at this, it looks like they're making £383 per month, or up to 6.1k, and that's a huge in what they're earning. So roughly per year, when I wrote this, was literally 3.9k to 62.6k. Now when we look at it, we can see it's up to 4.6k to 73.5k, a huge increase in earnings, and that's a lot of money per month and also per year roughly go back into the actual company, because we know that they're just uploading episodes or people are watching episodes. So effectively, they're just getting free money for not doing anything. Why don't you put that money into something? It would make a lot more sense in my sort of eyes. There are some other official Power Ranger channels that would also generate an income. So they're making quite a bit that could go directly back into the show, or making something that I generally think would be a lot cooler. But again, this is not my main issue. At the moment, Hasbro could be using money to put back into the brand, the toys, or making something for YouTube where this is their main source of revenue for the brand. The fact that right now that these episodes are printing free money for themselves is absolutely amazing. It's a lot of money, believe me. And again, like, they're not doing anything. They're not putting any sort of marketing behind this. When I actually wrote this video, they were live streaming 3 different streams: Jungle Fury, Mega, and Super Mega Force. And now at the time of recording, they're actually streaming Dino Supercharge, the full episodes, Mega and Super Mega Force, the complete story, and Power Rangers Jungle Fury full seasons. So again, we can see that the people are watching this as well. So again, they're making money from all of this. You have views on the live stream that are going to go pretty high as well. At the moment, a lot of traction is going to this YouTube channel. Also, considering this is the only way of actually watching Power Rangers, is actually a really good thing, because they're again making money. The shorts are also doing really well too. The fact that the channel is doing well, and if they uploaded different things, again, they're going to make money. Now, that's enough of me absolutely praising. So what am I talking about in this video? Well, just imagine this. Could you imagine that they sit down and create a YouTube unique Power Ranger series? It's pretty much go out there, film something, put it together and upload it, and it would generate money so you could put into another series. It would be a no-brainer, and it would be something that would be so cool. Imagine this, if they made a spin-off and focused on it, they could have done a simple side story, create an online-only based system. Ranger Academy could have been a thing. Torcuja could have been finally adapted. We've all seen what fan films can make. Unworthy is doing a fantastic job and making amazing content. You also had the fan film series Rail Riders. Now, I would imagine that if Hasbro reached out to any of these guys and said, hey, if you could make something for our YouTube, we'll fund it, here's the money. Could you imagine what would happen? I would guarantee that they would jump at the chance. Also, look at like Bloodline of the Grid. They could have done something as well. Let's say that Hasbro didn't want to go down the using of fan film creators. Maybe they could have created webisodes. Back in the day, Heroes did these webisodes, which added to the story. You could literally log on to the website at the time and watch what was happening behind the scenes. They weren't that long, but they did offer something to add to the story if you wanted to look more in depth. It's very similar to the comic books as well. And I generally thought that this would be a really cool thing. We've kind of seen this originally with the stuff where they tried to promote Zeo. They did something a lot different. So why not do that for the next series? Make something on the side to, again, either promote or to actually just create something like a small little universe that could be unique to, say, YouTube or something like that. One of the biggest Power Ranger auctions happened quite recently, and we saw that they had a lot of suits. We saw that they had pretty much everything from the 90s going up, but they also had suits that I didn't think they'd have, like Masked Rider. They had the helmets for Beetleborgs, pretty much all of them still. And there were little things that I didn't think that I would ever see, and I was really surprised on that. With all these suits still at their disposal, they easily could have adapted something. They could have had, say, Masked Rider, Lightspeed Rescue, Mystic Force, Lost Galaxy all come together to fight Poisandra, Emperor Grum, or something like that, and it would have absolutely blown everybody away. Because for myself, and I don't know if others are like this, I thought they'd given those suits back to either the creators or sent them back to Toei. So why couldn't you have just put something together while filming the shows and just had this go up at random times? Now, I don't know where the money goes. It may literally go straight into the Power Rangers official channel. From what I remember, it wasn't actually run by Saban, it was run by a fan, so maybe they're getting all that revenue and just going like, yeah, you guys can just upload and I don't care, I get the money. Or the fact that maybe some guy at Hasbro is putting it in and it's funding other toys. Who knows? It's such a unique thing. I would love to know where that money's going, to be fair. But yeah, in theory, you could have used this monthly income to generate more stuff for the channel and generate more of an income that way. It's a no-brainer. We all know that any ranger, if they get asked, they'll probably come back straight away and film anything. So you could have had so many episodes that were designated for this that maybe wouldn't have interacted with the previous filming. But then the possibilities are absolutely endless. And this is something that I generally think Hasbro has completely slept on and missed. Even if you didn't do a lot of episodes, podcasts could be a thing. You could have had a weekly Power Ranger podcast just sitting there talking. The studio would have been like pretty cheap to do. You could have done it in the Hasbro canteen or whatever, but you generally could have had something that would generate more income for the channel. And these are the little things that I generally think about that would generally really work. There could be so much that you could do with the channel, and I do like the thoughts of webisodes. A really random thing is these sorts of webisodes or these YouTube shorts or videos, whatever you want to do, could have cleared stuff up. You know, those conspiracy theories, those loose threads that have been all the way through Power Rangers, you could have cleaned them up and the fandom would have eaten it up. You would have had people referencing it, you'd have had people watching it, and it would have generated a more stable income for the actual channel. I actually believe that this would work properly and making sure that Power Rangers would actually do well. Either way, you bring more eyes to the channel, make more money that can go back into the channel, that can go into production or whatever you wanted. And you're basically getting free money. That AdSense is amazing, and you could easily have done sponsorships or put a little bit more Hasbro money into it to make it a fantastic thing. I generally find it weird that all they did was just upload Power Ranger episodes to the YouTube channel and didn't actually go a bit further. It's a little bit frustrating. Anyway, I am going to leave it there. I thought I'd make a video on this because I generally find it an interesting topic. What do you think about this? Do you think that webisodes or Power Ranger episodes for YouTube only would work? Leave a comment down below and let's discuss. If you want to check out the Patreon or the channel memberships, it would be amazing. So thank you very much, and I'll leave it there. Thank you very much for listening and watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. I want to say a big thank you to all my Patreon supporters, and I wanted to shout out Kimona Cat. Your help goes a long way to help support the channel, and if you want to help support the channel, the links to my Patreon and channel memberships are listed below in the description.
あらあら、チャンネルをサポートしてくれてありがとうございます。チャンネル登録、高評価お願いします。以下のリンクから商品を入手することができます。